Welcome to our lovely city in Karlskrona. Here in this cafe it all started. We sat down once in a week and discussed our project and came up with the idea to have a lecture to the youth.
And we decided to use two different methods, one positive and one negative. In the positive way, we tried to encourage them to do something about the environmental issues, and in a negative way, we tried to scare them to do something.
And as my colleague is trying to say, our project is about environmental issues. And we're trying to inform and educate young people in the grades 8 to 9 about the environmental issues and how to prevent them. And as Matthias said, we're having one negative lecture and one positive lecture. And in the end of our project, we're trying to compare them and see which way is the best way to educate young people about environmental issues. But it's a very long time until it should be done, so we can just relax, take a coffee, there's no hurry.
And this is the movie
About our
project. Woo!
Oh my god! What time is it? What's up? What? Oh my god! 5 o'clock in the morning! Project work! Oh my god. Gotta get started with the project work. So tired. My first time for my morning piss. It's gonna be awesome. Morning, mate. Project work. Project work. Already? Oh. Matthias, wake up! Time to think about the environment. What the? Oh shit! Day and night. Don't know the story. This project. Oh, it has to be done by tomorrow. Shit! And one of the biggest environmental problems we have today is the global warming. And it's not over yet. If we all act now, we can make a difference.
Yes, and some environmental problem has actually become much better. Because of us humans. So if we gather together, we can make a change.
So, it's not too late, it's far from over. And if we act now, we can still make a difference. But it's up to us, and we need to act right now.
Hey.
We have one world and a responsibility to Mother Earth. We live here together with thousands of different species, but none of you gives a shit about the environment.
And if the temperature is rising, like it's doing right now, it will be an extinction of all these species we have on the Earth. Thousands of species. And none of you gives a shit. And as the temperature is rising constantly, we will get millions of climate immigrants from Africa moving to Europe. And how are we going to supply them with food and water and with education?
If the temperature is raised by 6 degrees, 90% of all different species will die. And that will be like the disappearance of the dinosaurs. And as you can see, we need to act right now. The end is near.
Vad dåligt.
Hey, I'm Professor Gordon. I loved your project. Can I see your results?
Yeah, of course.
After our lectures, we handed out a form with questions the students had to answer to. One of the questions was, do you think the environmental problems are a serious issue? As you can see, in the positive lecture, 45 and 32% thought it was serious and very serious. But it was also 23% who thought the problem wasn't so serious. If you look on the diagram from the negative lecture, you will see that almost everybody thought the problems were serious. This proves that if you are negative in your education, more students will consider the problems as serious.
The third diagram shows the results from the question, did you find our lecture frightening? The red curve represents the negative lecture and the blue the positive. To the left it's not frightening at all, it's encouraging. As you go to the right it gets more and more frightening. As you can see, the red curve is raised to the frightening way and the blue curve to the more encouraging direction.
In this diagram you can see clearly that almost everybody learned something new from our lectures, which means that our performance was successful. Did we influence you in a positive way in your environmental thinking? 91% thought so, and that was a relief for us, because it proves our success in this work.
As a conclusion from our project, you can say that you can't teach and educate in a positive way or a negative way. You need to have both of them. A positive way to encourage the students to take action, but you also need the negative way to scare them so they know that it's serious.
The environmental issues are very serious and we need to take care of them right away. And it's up to us, students. That's why we think that education is the best way to prevent the problems.
I like it. I like it.